This here is from the Daily Orange. Within 4B movement, make change for the collective, not individuals. I'm not sure how much common sense we've got in this one here. Let's see what we've got. By the way, I like their little cartoon here to summarize what's going on. Looks like a lot of red in the election, and, well, you know who pops up. You may have seen the 4B movement in headlines on CNN and the New York Times, or seen the term plastered throughout social media. Many American women were inspired to talk about the idea in response to Donald Trump's presidential victory and the deadly effects of, well, that main topic about women's rights. I'm sure we know what it is. Looking to the future of feminist movements in the US, especially after the 2024 election, 4B could be a revolution, or it could simply be a performance. I think simply performance. I'm sure there are quite a few women doing this. There's no way to know exactly. They don't have some group with statistics, just some TikTokers and things like that shaving their heads. But I'm going to imagine it's nowhere near any kind of majority or even like quarter. It's probably somewhere around the 1 percentile mark or even lower. I just think it takes a lot to really shave your head. I mean, if you want to get something changed, is shaving your head gonna really help anything? They talk about how it was formed in South Korea, the 4 Bs, standing for no marriage, no childbirth, no dating, and no fun time in the bedroom with men. They say The Guardian, of course, The Guardian, wrote an article on how South Korea is grappling with backlash against feminism. I think they're paying for men to take women on dates or something like that. And I will also note there might have been some actual problems in Korea. Harassment, whatever it is, could be exaggerated. But once again, different than America, like, oh, Donald Trump won, shaved my head. I don't like these laws that he's gonna allegedly pass that are actually state by state. They don't have too much to do with the presidency. Then they say there's been some hate speech targeted at women over reproductive freedoms, and it's echoed by narrow minded men across social media. I think there was one particular guy, I think his name's Nick Fuentes or something like that, who said that one line. It was, pretty distasteful no matter who you are. And I think people generally, this goes for everybody, gets really triggered over something like one person is saying that doesn't really have any power or anything. It's just annoying. They quote this Syracuse University junior saying, that's something I've been thinking about a lot, is how do I assert my own autonomy? Wondering how she could exert control over her own sexuality under the incoming administration. Well, she's in New York, and New York is a blue state, and the laws in New York let her do what she wants with her body. Just saying. Depends on the state. While Garner did say she was following the 4B idea of striking against men, she thought of it as her own individual choice instead of being part of a movement. What? Wait a minute. The whole point is getting together and having this movement. But this just happened to be your own individual choice? I sense some confusion. They quote this professor at Syracuse University saying, it can't be a real political movement unless there's more organization beyond individual online traction, like people screaming and shaving their heads. And here's where your brain might hurt just a little bit. This professor also says that they should be including homosexual women in this movement so they don't feel left out, because then they wouldn't be including minorities, and you gotta do that, right? But she admits that it's difficult because of the heteronormative approach. Well, yes, it's a heteronormative movement, if you want to use that word. It's about heterosexual women not giving birth, not going to bed with men, not dating men. By nature, by 100% logic, it cannot include homosexual women. You could have them kind of cheerlead for you on the side and root for you or something, but they can't be in it. Why would you even think that you should be including them? Like you've got to get them in somehow on this. It just makes no sense any way you cut it in any reality. So when people use the term mind virus, well, this is what they fucking mean. Yes, that's a virus. If you don't like the term mind virus, think about it. You're talking about getting homosexual women in on a movement that can only physically be for heterosexual women because you think they should be included. That's a virus. That's not normal. That's not logical. And it's very exposing to who you are. And they say cherry picking feminist ideas from other countries won't help create collective action and policy in America now. Probably shaving your head won't either. Anyway, that's about it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. Doing honest thoughts, pop culture, entertainment, even getting slightly political, because the next 4 years are going to be, well, probably a little out there. And if you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.